Hello, everybody. It's Bubba Rob. How's it going? Good, I hope. I hope everybody's having a great day. Good. I didn't wear my ball cap today. I want to change my one to prove to people that I actually had hair, right? It's thinning. I was kind of depressed when I saw it, but WTF, right? It's about life. It's about accepting our path. Anyways, let me move this a little bit. There we go. See the beautiful skies there behind me? Kind of look like the clouds from The Simpsons. Oh, 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 Bart! Yeah, that's funny. Oh, well, I try and have a little bit of humor here. But, anyways, yeah, what I want to talk about today was an idea I had this morning. I was sitting down eating some egg bites and tea, and it's about accepting your path. And, I made the thumbnail and kind of thinking, well, to accept your path, I guess you got to decide what it is because, you know, you really are the master of your own destiny, especially if you practice any kind of form of mindfulness, right? It's like the other day I was talking about you become what you think and what you pay attention to, right? So, if you want to improve your life and you've made a decision to do it, I think the first thing you need to do is accept that you're willing to make the change, no matter how bad your habits are or how set in the ways you are. If you actually just come down to that level of acceptance, I think it's a much easier road to haul. I know myself, there's definite times where I have doubt. You say, oh, just fuck it, whatever. Just gonna live my life. Well, that's not really the right way. I mean, not if you really want to extend your life and live a longer time, right? You know, if you just say F it, pardon the term, I think that really is the ultimate form of selfishness. If all you do is really care about yourself. I mean, you can only control yourself, but it doesn't mean that you need to be selfish about it. Isn't that kind of like or I should say kind of, but isn't that quite narcissistic when you're thinking about that way and you have pity for yourself and you're feeling sorry for yourself? I hope I'm not triggering anybody, but it is kind of true because we have a tendency to stay comfortable in whatever doo-doo hole we exist in. Like here, it's really hard to actually make a change, right? Got to take those little steps to make bigger steps, and everything's a progression. I don't know. I guess it does seem a little bit overwhelming, but you know, really, I just want to encourage people that when you do make that decision, really try and stick to it as much as you can. I got people walking by. Yeah, father and son, they got their lacrosse sticks. That's excellent. It's good to see quality family time. Anyways, where am I at again today? Oh, I forgot. My train of thought is gone. But yeah. Anyways, what I really want to do is encourage people to do something positive for themselves and stick to it the best they can, accept what they have to do. You know, you have to be a little bit careful. Be careful who you follow. Be careful who you listen to, because everybody's an expert and they love to tell you what to do and how to do it, right? But the only person who's really going to tell you what you need to do is within yourself. When you connect to your inner self, it will provide you the path where you go. Just accept it. Just go with it, right? You know, pity and misery loves company. Yeah. Oh, that sounds like a T-shirt idea. How about that? That's almost like a brainwave. Yeah, it's pretty hard sometimes. I'm struggling a little bit with it myself today too. I know last week I talked about getting those shots in my back, and I've had some pretty good results, but the last 2 days I guess because the way it reacts and it takes a while, but I'm suffering from some pretty severe headaches from it. Mostly I'm better throughout the day, but it's just one of those things I have to accept. It's really the Stoic perspective, right? You accept for what things what they are, and you move on, and you just deal with it, right? You know, that's where the meditation part comes in too, because if I can get focused on my meditation and allows those things to dissipate, then I'm able to focus more on things that are important for me to achieve what I need to do for myself, just to become a better person. Okay? Anyways, it's a bit of a short message today. It's a little bit all over the place, right? But if you get something from it, I appreciate it. Let me know. Wasn't the video I was thinking of going to make today. The one I was going to make today, I'm going to do for tomorrow. I'm going to try and have some humor. I want to do things with this channel. Well, first of all, to help. I really want to get into the mode to where I'm not concerned whether or not it's a success, but in a success in helping people. And I want to add some humor to it. And I'm trying to figure out a way to add some humor to it, so it's not so serious, where I don't sound like I'm belittling people or comparing things, or, you know, it's kind of a fine line. We got to be careful what we do. We got to be careful what we say. And we got to be careful what we pass on to others. Right? Just, we got to make sure we be kind. Anyways, that's going to be my message for today. Not too complicated. Just try and figure out the best you can what you got to do. Try and figure out the simplest way to go from point A to point B. You take a couple steps forward and a step or half a step back. Don't worry about it. There's always 2 more steps tomorrow, right? Remember, the most important thing, to be a good person, good stoic, whatever your is, to be kind. You have to be kind to yourself first. And make sure you remember that. Practice it, right? Don't be judgmental, right? Life isn't always about stuff that's against you. Okay? Love you all. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.